Okay, now members, we are going to see how do we get the square root of a number. Then here we shall link that to solving equations. So we are ending to our last parts of algebra 1. So this is algebra of how do we simplify, how do we add, how do we multiply, how do we collect like terms. So basically it's what we are handling today. So root, this is a symbol for a square root, and the square root of a number x is given by, so if you get a square root of a number x, you always get the plus or minus. So the square root of a number has two signs always. That means that it gives you two numbers. So find the square root of the following. I think now members, whenever you get a square root, don't forget to put two signs in front of the number you get. So that is the idea here, so you can get up this. Then here, solving equations, I think these ones you saw some ideas from primary level. So we're just going to add on some things. So in your groups, what you need to know here is when a figure moves to an opposite side of equal to sign, it changes its sign to an opposite sign. So that's meaning if this one goes this side, if it has a positive side, it becomes negative. If this one goes this side, it will become a positive. So that's all you need to know here. So now groups, can you simplify this? Now this one will get somewhere a square root, which we've seen how to get. So can you start off and you will see what happens? We are having 10 minutes for that. So we have started. Okay, so these are the groups I have. I have group 1. Let me get some stick on them. This is group 1. I have group 1 doing these two here. Then I have group 4. I have group 4 here. Then we have group 4 here. Then group 4 is doing the upper one. Our group 4 here. I know where you fit, I think it can fit there perfectly. Yeah, that's group 4. Then we have group C. Group C is doing these last two. I don't know if people can see them. This is group C. This one is bright markers. Then we have group 8. Group 8. This is how we have group 8 here. Then we have group 8 again here. This is our group 8. They did 2. Then we have, which group is this? Group 6. Group 6, this is the number they did. So group 6 is there. Hope everything is and this thing is. Hope you can see. So those are the numbers we have from our groups. The idea they are applying is what we've been able to see in most cases. I think most of them are visible. So whenever you get a square root of 9, you get plus or minus. Get me that red marker. Okay, so square root of 9, we get plus or minus 3. Square root of 4, plus or minus 3. 100 plus or minus 10. 25 plus or minus 5. Then 36 plus or minus 6. Then here, I don't know why they didn't do this. This one also is going to be plus or minus square root of 8. Then this will be plus or minus square root of 3. These are not perfect squares, so we just leave them like that. So we have this one. They did this one of solving equations, so they have x plus 3 equaling 5. Then they subtracted. So So here, this one they did it. They have x plus 3 equaling 5. So they subtract the 3 this side, so they have x plus 3 and 3 equaling 5 minus 3. So these two cancel, so we have x equaling 2 and 2. So this is very okay. Then here they had it as y minus 3 equaling 5. They added both sides. Oh, this is minus plus 3. So because it's cosine, it becomes that. Their y is 8. Okay. Then here, on this, they have 3x plus 1 equaling to 10. This will be 3x equaling 2. When this one crosses equal signs, its sign is positive. Now it's going to become a negative. So 3x will be 9. 10 minus 1 we get 9. So why do I get x? Divide through by 3. Divide by 3 by 3. So our x becomes a 3. Simple as that. So this is very okay. Then when it comes to this, they have 4p minus 3 equaling 13. So when you take this side, you can add or you use the either way because it's equal signs, its sign changes to an opposite. So this is 13, and when I take this side, it becomes plus because it was negative 3. So here I have 4p equaling to 16 divided by 4 both sides. So our p was 4, which they got here. Okay, so far all the groups are performing well. Let us come to this. Now this one is that the only thing we have to do is to get a square root on y. So y squared is this, they got a square root. Whenever I get a square root, we say we get a plus or minus. So square root of 4, we get plus or minus 2, which is very okay. So this is right. Then here, they took this side, so when you take this side, you get positive 9. Square roots, they got this also right. Okay, so here, they have this, then they take it this side, it becomes minus 5 minus 3, we get 2. Then after they divided by 2, this 2x remains, this one goes away. So 2x divided by 2, they got 1. What did they miss here? So here they missed this step equaling to 1. They got the square root x this side and the square root of 1. So x becomes plus or minus 1 because this is the square root as we saw there. So here also they missed. So this was 3m squared. Now they took this side. So to be 100, they will take this side, it changes the side to an opposite. Opposite of a negative is positive. This would be 3m squared equal to 108. Then after, these people are skipping steps. Divided by 3. So m squared is 36. Then they got a square root both sides. So our m was plus or minus 6. Okay, if you're okay with the skipping steps, it's very good as long as you're not going to commit any mistake anyway. So then here we have this. They have 3x plus 1 equaling to this. Then here, what are you going to do? We collect like terms. So you see when x comes this side, it becomes a negative. Then when 1 goes the other side, it becomes a negative. Because it was positive, it becomes now a negative. This one was positive, it's a negative. So 3x minus x, we get 2x equaling to negative 4. Divide by 2, we get negative 2. Then here, still collecting like terms, this is positive, it becomes negative. This y, 4 is negative, it becomes positive. So 5y minus y, we get 4y. 20 plus 4, we get 24. Then after they divide by 40 side by 40 side, then they got their y as 6. This is very okay. And also this is very okay. Each we are getting 2 marks. Okay, so that's how we are able to do this. That's what we are supposed to do. Okay, let me see the marks people are having. Okay, anyway, so after that, I want you to go and organize this work properly. You make your own notes. Then try out activity in the learner's guide on that page I've given. Then you hand in. I want to see all this work in your books, please, in the video notes. Okay, see you in the next lesson.